I'm on a cruise of the Baltics on Holland America's Eurodam, and this port of call is Helsinki, Finland. Now, this has never been on my bucket list of places to visit. I mean, long and dark winters, freezing cold. In fact, one of the coldest places on earth. Not my cup of tea at all. But here we are. Thankfully, it's summertime and the sun is shining. I'm supposed to meet my local guide Lena at Senate Square, but I get there quite a bit early. Never mind, I find a quaint-looking cafe where I can pass the time. I'm offered a sweet bun, Pulla, with my coffee. This local specialty is moist and flaky with what I think is anise, but turns out is cardamom, a very popular spice in this part of the world. Cafe 𝒂𝒗𝒂 is in one of the oldest buildings in Helsinki. The ground floor was built in 1765, and 2 more floors were added by the architect Carl Ludwig Engel, who designed most of the buildings around Senate Square, including the very photographed and stunning Helsinki Cathedral that I see right out my window. It's time to find Lena. Lena?
Welcome to Finland. Nice meeting you. Okay. Okay, so we can start going that way.
The first place she takes me is to an ice cream truck. Really? Well, she explains that the Finns love some weird flavors and orders me a cup of tar and a cup of salted licorice ice cream. I happen to love licorice, so didn't find that too strange, but tar? I kind of like it though, but this is the tar one.
Oh,
And it's like, it's really good. It's kind of, it's almost, you get smoky.
Yeah.
You know? How funny is that?
It's a salty licorice.
Nice.
Of course, licorice.
There are your spoons.
Yeah. Oh. Better?
I like them both. Actually, the licorice one's too sweet in the end.
Oh.
No, I've tasted that many times.
Yeah.
It's different.
Okay, where are we?
Good though, huh? It was fun having the crew try it along with me. After that unexpected start to the day, it was off to the 110-year-old Hietalahti market hall that only recently was reopened as a food hall. That's because the main food market in town is under renovation. It's summertime now, so what better use for the parking lot than a flea market? Still, I'm all about the food. Inside, there's row after row of fresh foods, cured meats and breads, and it smells incredible. I'm getting hungry.
Then you have different style of sandwiches. That's
It's very heavy.
Yeah, it's very heavy. Yeah. Eihän sulla ole yhtään avattua maistiaispalaa.
Oh good, Lena asks for a sample of traditional rye bread for me.
Thank you.
And then one very nice meat vendor comes over with a few slices of cold smoked reindeer meat. Sorry Rudolph, but this is pretty tasty. Salty, chewy, and smoky, and not as gamey as I would have expected. So now I'm feeling quite hungry, and I know we're headed to a fun new restaurant in town. The only thing is, Finnish cuisine has never really been very exciting. In fact, it was once said that Finnish food was worse than British food, thanks to French President Jacques Chirac. But there's a huge food revolution going on, and young chefs like 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 at Spis are focusing on products grown locally and seasonally, and I was ready to give this new Nordic cuisine a try. The simple 18-seat, wood-floored, brick-walled restaurant serves a daily tasting menu based around vegetables. The chef prepares one dish for me that consists of false morel mushrooms, ramsen, which is a wild garlic shoot kind of like chives, a quail egg, and topped off with a false morel froth and pretty flowers. It's a great-looking dish, and I have no clue how to eat it. This is the most gorgeous-looking dish. Can you tell me what's in this?
Thank you. Yeah.
Always good to start that.
Yeah. There's organic egg
Yeah.
cooked to 64.8 degrees with some false morel and some ramson and spring onions.
What's false morel? It's a different type of mushroom?
Yeah, it's related to a morel, but looks like morel, but it's false actually.
Wow.
And they're actually,
I see. So it
in the
tastes
beginning
similar?
when you, it tastes really similar. And when you pick them, they're actually poisonous. So you have to
Oh.
cook them like 8 times before using them, different waters.
That's a bit scary. So how do I eat this?
Best way to eat it is just break the egg
Okay.
and mix it all together,
Okay.
and then have the whole palette.
Yeah, the
like
froth.
little bit
What was the froth in here that you?
Is made out of false morel as well.
Oh my goodness. This looks really good.
So you get some crunchy mushrooms, some soft mushrooms, a little bit of sweetness from the ramson.
Oh, that's delicious. The small restaurant has a good artisanal wine list. I was given a very interesting white wine from the Ruoho region of France. Nutty and dry, it was a really nice accompaniment to the rich dish. Okay, I'm getting to like Finnish food. What inspires your dishes when you come up with something new?
Nature, whatever is growing, we're trying to pick everything out, wild herbs, trees, everything. So the closest to the nature and local food you get, the better.
Is it organic? Are you into the whole organic thing and
Well,
as much as possible? Right?
as much as possible, but it's not like priority. If we get better something that's not organic, then we use that.
As long as it's
because-
fresh and
yeah,
for
and
the
local.
season. Well, the wine's really good with this, and it's interesting because it's almost like so fortified. It's almost cognac-like,
Yeah.
which is a really lovely little touch to add to this too. So
Yeah.
I really like it a lot. So I really appreciate taking the time with me like this.
Thank you for coming.
Thank
It's been
you.
a pleasure.
Thanks. Before more eating, Lena wants to show me some more of the town. We head over to the Esplanade, a pedestrian park surrounded by tons of shops. It's where the locals hang out and enjoy the summer months. So what are other foods? I know reindeer is a big thing.
Finland doesn't have one thing that would be known from all over the world. Like in Italy, they have pizza
Sure.
and pasta. Our specialties are more local. Traditional everyday meal in Finland used to be one plate, potatoes as a base,
Potatoes
and then the gravy, and then some salad or vegetables by side of the table. This is what my father still eats in daily basis. If you ask a Finn to nominate you 5 different vegetables, there will probably never be a potato within them, because potato is not the vegetable, potato is a potato.
Potato is it's like
And
a
that's the
staple.
base of a meal.
And what about, with the days getting long, like now the summertime, where the sun doesn't set till who knows when? Is dinner later? It doesn't really
It
matter?
could be, the whole life goes on later.
Yeah.
And it's not that we couldn't sleep. I don't even close the curtains. I sleep in the light as well.
I think it's a crazy thing to see the sun not setting, that's
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Uh-oh. Only one more meal in Helsinki before I go back on board. We head over to the harbor and the elegant Ravintola Nokka to meet Chef Ari Ruoho. Located in a late 19th century converted brick warehouse, all the rooms are stunning. There's a bar, open kitchen, cooking school upstairs, and my favorite of all, a terrific wine cellar. Oh man, this is like my kind of cellar.
Okay.
The chef already knows he's making me a fish dish for lunch, so he lets me pick out a white wine. It's a Weissburgunder, also Pinot Blanc.
Yeah,
Very nice.
for our lunch.
Look forward to that one. I didn't know it, but I was going up to the cooking school with the chef, and that's where he was going to make my dish. The table was covered with the most gorgeous looking fresh vegetables, some I'd never seen before. Ari told me he rides his bicycle to the restaurant every day, and on the way he stops at the markets to buy his produce even in the wintertime. No wonder he's in such great shape.
We start in
salad
preparing the fish. This is actually it's national fish in Finland. It's called 𝒂𝒓𝒌𝒄𝒂𝒍 in Finnish name and
What is it?
𝒂𝒓𝒌𝒄𝒂𝒍 in Finnish
Ahven?
name.
Ahven. Or perch to you and me. Yeah, you can hear the bones.
And we're gonna do it without skin and without bones.
Okay, like a fillet. Yeah, I know it's okay to do
then
it.
we're gonna cut some cauliflower.
Okay.
This is very actually only
Baby cauliflower.
Yeah, baby. Finnish organic. We can just cut it on half. We can use it on that green thing also.
Oh, I use the green, okay.
And then white
What is that? Oh, turnip. I've never seen turnips this small.
This is white and only in the
It
springtime.
almost looks like a mushroom.
Taste a little bit like a radish.
Just mellow radish. Oh no, it's good. The fish fillet is seared in hot oil, and then the baby cauliflower, radishes, carrots, asparagus, turnip, and yes, potatoes are added.
I turn it and then I put add the butter a little bit.
That's a good thing to know. A lot of people don't know that. Is it turned out better here?
Okay, there is cauliflower and radish, carrot, and Finnish asparagus, turnip, and some Finnish small potatoes. Add some fish in here.
He tops it off with some herbs and edible flowers, and it looks and smells fantastic. I can't wait to dig in.
Gorgeous dish.
The chef joined me at a table by the water. It was such a beautiful day.
Sä voit kertoa, mikä se viini on.
Wow, I can't wait to try this. So, what led you to create a dish like that?
I used a lot of small farmers and mostly it's organic, and fish is always wild, and now we focus more on also the wild herbs and wild salad.
I love hearing about his passion for cooking and local ingredients, and his desire to really make Finnish food world-class cuisine. The fish is superb, moist and tender, and with the crunch of the vegetables and tang of the herbs, it's absolutely scrumptious. There's so much crunch in this dish with those the radishes and the vegetables. This dish with the wine is really, really beautiful because the wine is so creamy to start with. Pinot Blancs are usually nice and crisp and clean, and then with the crunchiness of this and a little bit of the radish, I could see why that works really, really well. Well, I just love this wine. I'm glad we picked it out from your cellar. Let's finish with it. Phew, it's been a very tasty few hours. And now there's just a bit more time to take in some views before the ship sets sail. Thanks for the great day, Lena.
Alright, bye-bye.
Ah, the elegant ship. Nice to get back to my stateroom so I can freshen up and relax. I'm meeting with Chef 𝒂𝒂𝒧 at the ship's Pan-Asian restaurant Tamarind.
Hi,
Chef. How are you? Good to see
nice
you.
to see you.
We're cooking a Sichuan shrimp with Thai basil dish that is one of the restaurant's specialties.
We will do marination of the shrimp. This shrimp, usually we use the 13-15 shrimp. Actually, you can do the marination a bit longer, within half an hour before, then you get more taste of the shrimp before.
These are quickly seared in hot oil until pink and then set aside.
We start on the main cooking now. Okay. Just be careful, the hot oil splashing will be inside. Okay. We will put the garlic first for the saute
brown a little
vegetables.
bit?
Right, yes. Then just
A little more before it
yes.
browns too hard.
Yeah. And then it just simmer up a little bit, right? Stir it more. Right. Golden brown.
Yep. I love
See
garlic.
the smell of the
Smells
garlic is
very
already there.
fragrant.
It's good, yeah. And then just put the vegetables, bell pepper, snowfish, and chestnut, as well the.
What kind of mushrooms are those?
This mushroom straw mushroom.
Straw
Right,
mushroom.
yes, right.
Smells amazing already, yeah?
Colorful, between mixed combination of the
Yeah.
color is nice. And this one, the shrimp, we have already pan fried, so we just add.
And you just add it at the very end.
Yeah.
The sweet chili sauce. As little or as much as you want. I like it spicy, so we add some more. It's a lot like sriracha sauce,
Right.
and that goes on everything.
See, the color combination is really good, crunchy. We saute the vegetable not really long time to get the crunchy of the vegetable.
crunchy,
and
yeah.
yes, right.
Very good. and then the shrimp. Now it's ready to plate. The chef does this part, adding julienne vegetables and cilantro on top.
Julienne vegetable mixed with the scallion. And last we put the cilantro.
Perfect. Ah, time to eat. The chef is looking very pleased with himself at this point and ready to see my reaction.
How is it?
Oh, it's a little spicy.
Really? It's too
Oh,
spicy.
no, it's delicious. Wow, I really taste, I actually get that basil coming through, that Thai basil that,
Yes, right. We
You
use
put
the
in it?
Thai basil, the fresh one, to put in the last thing on the cooking. Yeah.
wow, that is so good. I bet it's gonna go really well with this wine here. And a nice, refreshing, crisp glass of Sauvignon Blanc. Oh yeah, that's
Great.
really, really nice.
Thank you.
Oh, this is it's a delicious dish. I love it. So the shrimp and the water chestnuts, it's such a nice crunch in there.
Mushroom is there as well, all the kind of vegetable, asparagus.
Wow. The Sauvignon Blanc goes so well with that spice.
Yes, for the seafood, for the fish, it's really matches.
It does. It's a little sweet. It's got acidity. It's a really, really good wine. Thank you so much, Chef.
Most welcome. Okay.
Great being in the
Cheers.
kitchen with
Sure,
you and
thank you.
enjoying the dish.
Thank
Came
you
out
so much.
delicious. Thank you. All in this very stylish restaurant out at sea, and a gorgeous sunset to top it all off.